Right, so starting things a bit different this time because normally we do one of these in Heathrow Terminal 3 or whatever it is at about 6:30 in the morning, and I thought to myself, let's change it up. And of course, trip number one was way back at the start of 2024, February 2024 into March. A cold, wet trip, but a great one nonetheless with fellow creative kaiju and chicken boy Adam. And we had been building this Japan trip up for years, and we finally got to make it out there. It was a great trip, and then pretty unexpectedly, I was able to go back then towards the end of last year with a work trip in Gotemba for some golf, and then tacked on another week to go back to Tokyo on my own. Stepped out of my comfort zone a bit and had a great time. And this time, trip number 3, and it is going to be the biggest yet. And I'm not going alone this time. I'm going with my significant other and future Mrs. Kaiju Creative. Something like that. She probably wouldn't like to be referred to as that. Nichola. And we are going to Japan for 18 days. And because it's Nicola's first time, we're going to do a nice mix of old and new. And we are going to be jumping around quite a bit, starting in Tokyo, of course, for a handful of days before making our way to Hiroshima. Off of the back of Hiroshima, we are going to Beppu before making our way to Osaka. And then off the back of that, we're going to Hakone. Off of that, a couple more days in Tokyo. So doing a big old sort of loopity-loop. We actually have so much booked in that I can't wait to film it and to show you guys it, anyone who's watching this, because it's going to be pretty exciting. Hopefully going to do a lot of new things, see a lot of new places, buy a lot of new crap as well. Let's just have a look in the bag to see what I'm going to bring to document this trip for Kaiju Creative Returns to Japan. Trip number 3 coming at you. First off, the Sony ZV-E1, which gets most of the nice shots if I set the settings correctly. So that's coming along. Gonna need a lens for that, so why not a 16 to 35 Sony lens? So that's gonna go in. Did just get the DJI Neo, the small, I mean, you could see how small this drone is. It's basically the size of the palm of my hand. The likelihood of me taking this out and flying it in Japan are pretty slim, but for how small it is, for how light it is, I'm gonna take it with me just in case. I mean, look, it just fits right there. Another camera I'm intending to use quite a bit is the Insta360 Go 3. But the big thing about this is, of course, the actual camera unit pops out, has a magnet, can go in a lot of different places, but can also be worn with a little magnet pendant that comes with it. So I'll be taking that with me. Hopefully they'll get some nice sort of walking shots with that. Potentially some second angles occasionally if I can just magnetize it on a wall. Yeah, just a good camera to have. Here's one thing I still am not sure if I'm going to do it. I used them in Australia, but to be honest, the shots aren't the best because you can't shoot 16:9 with these. Sort of potentially worthless space taker if I take them with me, because I also don't expect it to be super sunny because we are going to Japan in the rainy season. So it's on the bubble, but it might go in. So we'll put it in there for now. This will be good for the DSLR, little Gorilla Pod. And can entertain myself on the plane with the Ambernic RG406V little emulation console. So this bad boy can play up to and including GameCube, PlayStation 2 games. Pretty fun. So that will go in. We'll take a mic for the DSLR just in case. We'll take a wire. We've got our separators, which I'm not going to do on camera, but I will make this thing look all nice and tidy and stuff, and maybe we'll do that through the magic of editing. Should we try it? There. Okay, there's a bit of order to that. It probably still needs to be messed around with a bit more, but that's pretty much it. I mean, everything can sort of fit in. Apart from these Ray-Bans, which the fact that they're not in there right now doesn't bode well for them. Bosh. So, yeah, set to go. Alright, the kit is packed away in the bag, which means we are basically ready to go. So that means there's only one thing left to do: get to the airport, get on that plane, and get back to Japan. We'll see you there.